What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Christian Media Now. I'm your host, Mason, and today we have a bit of a longer episode because this is the GMA Dove Awards review. I'm really excited about this because I'm a huge fan of the Dove Awards, and I love finding out who wins things. So, first off, we have the Song of the Year. The nominees were Trust in God by Brandon Lake, I Believe It, Life of Jesus by John Reddick, This Is Our God by Phil Wickham, Praise You Anywhere by Brandon Lake, Firm Foundation by Chandler Moore, All Things by Kirk Franklin, Thank God I Do by Lauren Daigle, More Than Able by Chandler Moore, Praise by Brandon Lake, and the winner was Holy Forever by Phil Wickham, Chris Tomlin, and Jen Johnson. And by the way, if y'all have any comments, questions, or concerns, you can email me at onegodmedia24@gmail.com. Again, that is number 1, GODMEDIA, numbers 2, number 4, @gmail.com. Thank you so much for listening. So that's the Song of the Year. Next, we have New Artist of the Year. The nominees were Josiah Queen, Tyrion, Charity Gale, Seth Schleter, and the winner was the one and the only good, my best friend. I'm kidding. No, I don't even know him. I really want to interview him, though. Forrest Frank was the winner. I love this guy. I have a ton of friends who really like this guy, too, so yeah. And then there's Pop Contemporary Album of the Year. Jesus Music was one of the nominees. That's by Kane. And there's Lauren Daigle by Lauren Daigle. Then there's Joy in the Morning by Torrin Wells. Unsung Hero, the inspired by the movie soundtrack, which is by A Forgetting Country. And then the winner was Coat of Many Colors by Brandon Lake, which I'm really glad about because I have a signed one of that album that is up in my recording studio. Then there is Ascend by Red Rocks Worship, was the Worship Album of the Year nominee. Then there's 8 by Brooke Fraser is another nominee. Then Firm Foundation by Cody Carnes Live. Then Can You Imagine by Elevation Worship. And the winner of the Worship Album of the Year was Phil Wickham, I Believe. Again, this is the GMA Dove Awards. Then Rap Hip Hop Album. The nominees were We Already Won by Zonti. Everyone Loves a Comeback Story by Andy Mineo. Then Low Blow by John Keith. The Epilogue by Triply, which those are all the nominees. Then the winner was His Glory Alone 2 by KB. I love KB. He's a really cool artist. And then we have for Southern Gospel Album, the nominees are 25 by Legacy 5, Where You Lead Me by Gordon Moat, Quartet Tribute to Volume 3 by Tribute Quartet, Shine, The Darker the Night, The Brighter, let's see what this is. The Darker the Night, The Brighter the Light, Shine, that's an album by Gather Vocal Band and some other people. And then Live in Amsterdam, sorry y'all, the 20th anniversary. That is by Ernie Hayes and Signature Sound. And then the Songwriter or the Artist of the Year award. The nominees were Naomi Rain, Cody Carnes, Phil Wickham, Chandler Moore, and Chris Brown. And the winner of that was Brandon Lake. I'm going through the nominees and then the winners, so I don't repeat ones. And then there's Fill the Room Live by Michael Bethany, which is a gospel worship recorded song of the year. Then there's Lead Us Again by Doe, All Yours by Kiera Shred. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Sheard. Then That's My King by CeCe Winans. I knew this was going to be here somewhere. Then there's the winner is A Story I'll Tell by Naomi Rain. Then there's the worship recorded song of the year. Holy crap, man. There's lots of Brandon Lake. So the nominees was Trust in God by Brandon Lake, Praise You Anywhere by Brandon Lake, Firm Foundation by Chandler Moore, I Believe by Phil Wickham, and the winner was Praise by Brandon Lake. That's the song we all know and love. Praise the Lord, oh my soul. Then there's traditional gospel recorded song. The nominees were Tasha Cobbs Leonard, Burdens Down Live, and then Smokey Norville, In My Name. God Is by Melvin Crispell III. Again, this is the GMA Dove Award nominees for the traditional gospel recorded song album. And there's When I Think Live by Richard Smallwood, and the winner was I Believe God by Jacqueline Carr. That's a really cool name. Then the Spanish language album, I don't really know how to pronounce any of these names. I'm just going to say the nominees, the artists that do them. So the nominee was Christ for Nations Worship, and then Daniel Calavetti, then Ferrar Uco is another nominee. Then there's Suri Riviera, a nominee, and then Evangelic Yo by Miel San Marcos. You can tell that I cannot pronounce any of these names because I'm having a really hard time. Again, this is the GMA Dove Awards winners and nominees for 2024. I believe it's the 56. And also, if you want to get tickets to next year's GMA Dove Awards, no, this is the 55th, I believe. The 56th anniversary Dove Awards. You can go get those over at Transparent Productions. You can buy tickets now. There, I think I'm pre-sale, but yeah, I definitely want to go. I'm gonna see if I can get tickets to go, but yeah. Then there's My Tribute to God Be the Glory by CeCe Winans. The inspirational gospel recorded song. The nominees for that is Center of My Joy by CeCe Winans is a nominee. Like Jesus Can by Terenda Green is another nominee. Higher Name by Sella. In Christ Alone by City of Light. I thought that was Lower Life from City. Never mind. Then My Tribute to God Be the Glory by CeCe Winans is the winner. That's the inspirational recorded song of the year. Then there's television series. I don't even know if there was television series. Television series of the year. This is the Dove Awards. The Wingfeather Saga by J. Chris Wall was a nominee. Then the Chosen docu-series. That's by Catherine Warnock. Then When Calls the Heart by Peter DeLuce. I could have sworn the Chosen was by Dallas Jenkins. I'm a huge fan of The Chosen, y'all. If you want to go check that out, you can. It's really great. And there's God Family Football by Aaron Benward. Then Chasing Cain by Derek Gates. And some more people. That was the winner of the television series is Chasing Cain. And the traditional gospel album of the year, the nominees were Chapter 10, See the Goodness by Vashon Michael. Then there's Jacqueline by Jacqueline Carr. Choir Master 2 Live by Ricky Dillard. He Loves Me by Marette Brown Clark. The winner of that was No Failure by Melvin Crispell III. I've honestly never heard of most of these people on here, so that means I should listen to more music. Oh boy. Sorry, y'all. I have a cold right now, so I've been coughing a lot. I paused the audio so you heard me breathe in, like, and then I just kept talking. Oh boy. Then there's Tell Someone for the inspirational album of the year. The nominee was Tell Someone by True Song, Amazing Grace, Hymns and Gospel Classics Live by Whitley Phillips. What? I don't know. These people's names are crazy. Then there's Revelation Live by Nicole Binion. Our God Will Go Before Us. The Hymn of Matt Boswell and Matt Papa, Volume 3. You guessed it, those are by Matt Boswell and Matt Papa. These are the inspirational album of the year nominees. Then there's Autobiography by Joseph Hennebeck and David Leonard are some ones. And then there's Artist of the Year. The nominees were Lauren Daigle, Brandon Lake, Ann Wilson, and For King Country, and the winner was the one and the only CeCe Winans. She's amazing. I honestly thought Brandon Lake was going to win this one because they played lots of his music on this thing, and he won lots of awards. And then there's recorded music packaging. The winners of these is the nominees of this is The Heartbreak and the Healing by Blanca, Made for More by Josh Baldwin, Live, Code of Many Colors by Brandon Lake, Shelter by Pat Barrett, and then the winner was Jesus Music by the Kane Family. And then the Best Feature Film, the nominees was Ordinary Angels, which I have not seen yet, The Blind by Corey Robinson, Ordinary Angels was by Dave Matthews, The Blind by Corey Robinson. The Sound of Freedom is a great movie. I have not seen it yet, but it's all about like human trafficking and stuff like that. So if that interests you, go check out The Sound of Freedom. And Journey to Beth. You're just gonna hear like 10 minutes of me coughing this whole time. Then there's Journey to Bethlehem, which is a nominee by Alan Powell. I think I saw this movie. I'm not 100% sure. Then the winner was Unsung Hero by For King and Country and Family. Then that's Joel and Luke Smallbone. And then the Southern Gospel Recorded Song of the Year. This is a GMA Dove Award winners. The nominees, first off, we have Make the Morning Worth the Midnight by Gather Vocal Band, Unstoppable God, the Kingsmen Quartet, Sheaves, Dedicated to Isabel by Karen Peck, Until We Fly Again by Ernie Hayes, and Here Comes Jesus by Jeff and Sherry Easter. That's cool. And then I'm gonna skip over this one because I could probably do this. Spanish language recorded song. The nominees were Amen, Amen by Alex Zuardo, Danza by KB, Babel by Kim Richards, Donete de Sangre by Daddy Yankee, and Tanas Historias. I'm gonna pause this real quick. Alright, I'm back, everybody. You probably just heard it clicking the audio, but for me it's been like 3 minutes. Which is kind of crazy if you think about it. Y'all don't hear anything, but it took me 3 minutes to stop coughing. Then the long form video of the year awards. This is the GMA Dove Awards. Can You Imagine by Elevation Worship. The nominee Come Home for Christmas with Matthew West. Firm Foundation Live by Cody Carnes. Celebre by Gate Worship Espanol. Then Stephen Curtis Chapman, The Great Adventure by Stephen Curtis Chapman. He was the winner for the long form video. Then there's Go Tell It on the Mountain Rewrapped by For King and Country. Speaking of which, they just came out with Silent Night Rewrapped, which is really good. That's a nominee. Another nominee is Because of Bethlehem by Matthew West. This is the Christmas Recorded Song of the Year award. Christmas Hits Different by Toby Mac. I have not heard that yet, but I'm excited to hear that. Then there's Joy by Elevation Rhythm. And then the winner was the one and the only Phil Wickham Major Throne. I love this song. I learned how to play it on the guitar as soon as it came out. Then short form video concept of the year award. The nominees for this, I haven't even seen this yet, and I'm really sad that he didn't win. Brandon Lake, Count 'Em. I love the song. It's amazing. I can play this on the guitar too, and I really like it. Make sure y'all comment on the episodes too. Like, why won't I stop coughing? Like, comment that. If you comment that, I'll give you a shout out if you want a shout out. Then Count 'Em by Brandon Lake was a nominee. Kind by Corey Asbury was another nominee. I actually watched that video, and that was pretty good. Hold On by Katie Nicole. What Are We Waiting For? The single for King and Country. And then Faithfully by Toby Mac was the winner. Then for the Christmas special event album, you're going to hear click on the audio because I have to be right back. Christmas special event album of the year award. Y'all probably just heard me say that twice, but again, it's been like 3 minutes since I've been on here. This is Christmas live from the Fisher Center by Tasha Layton is a nominee. Another nominee is Echo the Angels by Elevation Worship. Every Christmas by Michael W. Smith. The Birth of a King live in concert by Tommy Prophet. Oh, Tommy Prophet. Wait, really? Oh, I didn't even know that. Oh, that's cool. Tommy Prophet is, if y'all do not know, Tommy Prophet is the person that helps write all of, NF's music, who I'm a huge fan of. Then there's Life Song, a celebration of the first 20 years. I absolutely adored this album. This is the winner of this year's Casting Crowns. Yeah, I loved it. It's absolutely amazing. Then there's Contemporary Gospel or Urban Recorded Song, Only One Night. Oh, that actually really hurt my throat. Only One Night, though, Radio Edit Live by Ty Tribbett. Y'all, I'm struggling to talk right now. All Things by Kirk Franklin. It's another nominee. Look at God by Corin Hawthorne. It's another nominee. Able by Marvin Winans. Oh, that might be CeCe Winans' brother or something. That's another nominee or sister. I don't know. Then there's God Problems by Maverick City Music. Y'all probably hear jingles in the background. That's my neighbor's wind chime that they have. That is a winner of it. It was God Problems by Maverick City Music. Then there's Rap Hip Hop Recorded Song. I'm gonna go take a drink of water real quick. I'm back, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all keep hearing clicks in the audio, and I'm just like so slowly dying over here. So there's Rap Hip Hop Recorded Song of the Year award. Hard Work God First by Zonti was a nominee. In the Light by Anike was another nominee. IGWT by KB and John Keith is another nominee. Miracles by Brandon Lake and Stephen Furtick and KB. I've never actually heard this song before. Let me see. That's cool. That's by KB and Lecrae. Love Like That was the winner by Hovey. I'm so glad Hovey won an award. I love Hovey so much. Producer of the Year, the nominees were David Leonard, Jeff Pardo, Hank Bentley, Jonathan J., and Jonathan Smith, who does all of Phil Wickham stuff, so I'm glad he won. Then there's short form video performance. The nominees for this was Anymore by Kane, In the Light by Anike, Donza was another nominee, Code of Many Colors by Brandon Lake, and the winner was Joy, the choir room version by Ben Rector in the choir room. Then Spanish language worship recorded song, Holy Forever, Espanol by Chris Tomlin and Phil Wickham and them. To Amor No Din Fin by Redeem Me Too, Alaba by Brandon Lake, and Elevation Worship. To an essence Esme Jardin. I'm sorry if I'm like saying really bad words in your language. I'm just trying to pronounce in the Spanish language. I'm just trying to pronounce these names and song titles. I don't know how to speak Spanish at all. I'm just gonna say that. That's no diss. I want to learn so bad. I'm actually taking a class next year. I'm taking a Spanish class next year. Then Hermoso Momento Sesión Acústica. I think that's an acoustic session by Chiral Worship. That's an amazing thing, so go check that out. That's the winner. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to a commercial break real quick because it's been a while. Y'all checked out Get Cat shirts yet? If y'all have not, definitely go check that out because you can support our show by buying their shirts, which have hilarious cat decals on them. And if you get those, every one you buy, you can help us because we get a small profit off of that. So if you help us, we get to give out concert tickets. So if you want to go support our show, go buy Get Cat shirts right now at www.getcatshirts.com/Christian Media Now. Thank you so much for listening and have a great day. All right, y'all, we're back. So for the Bluegrass Country Roots recorded song, we have for our things we have If I Got Jesus by Ben Fuller. I don't really think of this as a bluegrass country song. Then Tell the Devil by Joseph Habendake, Man on the Middle Cross by Rhett Walker. I really love that song. Praying Woman by Ann Wilson. Those are all the nominees. And then the winner is Looking for You by Dolly Parton and Zach Williams. Bluegrass Country Roots Album Award of the Year, or Album of the Year Award. The nominees were Country Chapel by Travis Tritt and Dave Cobb. Gospel Sessions Volume 2 by Authentic Unlimited. Award-winning artists honor the songs of Bill and Gloria Gaither. It's MI Alabama. Bill Gaither and so-and-so, and Ronnie Millsap. I say so-and-so because I can't actually see the names. And there's Pioneer by Corey Asbury. I called him Chris. By Corey Asbury and Paul Mabry. I actually had a person who went to my church that looked exactly like Corey Asbury. And who I thought was the person that recorded the song. But I say all that because his name was Chris. He was a really cool guy. He actually taught me violin, and then I stopped playing because I wanted to play guitar. Then the winner was Rebel by Ann Wilson, which I'm really glad about because I love this album. Then the Rock Contemporary Recorded Song. The nominees were Count 'Em by Brandon Lake. I'm glad that this was a nominee at least because it was amazing. Whatever It Takes by Stephen Stanley. Flowers Dressed in Blue by Strings and Heart. Faith! ! By Chris Renemza. That's pronounced like Faith. Then my goofy pronunciation of the song's name. Go check that out to see how he actually pronounces it. Then Grave Robber by David Crowder was the winner. Then Contemporary Gospel Urban Album. The nominees were I Love You by Erika Campbell, On God by Corin Hawthorne, Note to Self by Jonathan McReynolds, Affirmations by Anthony Brown, and Group Therapy. Father's Day by Kirk Franklin and Chandler Moore was the winner. And then, yeah, there's so much more. Then Songwriter Non-Artist of the Year Awards was Brian Johnson, Ben Fielding, Jeff Pardo, Hank Bentley were all the nominees, and Jason Ingram was the winner, which is great. Then Children's Recorded Song, The nominees were Every Move I Make by Shout Praise Kids, Great Is Thy Faithfulness by Semison Music, Los Libros de la Biblia by PEQUEN with a little line over it, OS Heroes. I don't want to try to pronounce the name and then get it wrong and then do something really bad. Then there's Jesus Calms the Storm by Joni Eareckson Tada. Then Holy Forever by Chris Tomlin and Phil Wickham and Jed Johnson. Then Musical Choral Collection. You've Already Won by Jay Rouse. I think we sing that at church, actually. Behold by Cliff Duran. Snow Globe by Cliff Duran. Rejoice by Charity Gale. And My King Is Known by Love by Lee Black. Those are the Musical Choral Collection Album of the Year, Songs of the Year awards. Then Gospel Worship Album. The people who were nominated for this is The Journey Live by Todd Dunley. Cover the Earth Live in New York by Naomi Rain. Maverick Way Complete by Maverick City Music. This is how much I love this pod. I listened to the entire 3 hours and 47 minutes of this album. I'm going to go check now because it's probably like 3 hours and 7 minutes. I listened to the entirety of this album while putting together desks because I had nothing else to do. Before y'all think child labor, I actually got paid for it, and I did it willingly. Maverick City Music, we're going to see how long this thing was. Oh, by the way, upcoming album in 0 days, 7 hours, 50 minutes, and 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 seconds. This is releasing tomorrow. Mav House, Maverick City Music, and Songhouse, a new little EP that's coming out, which we get to listen to. I'm so excited for this. I'm going to listen to it tomorrow. The Maverick Way Complete was, actually, no, I listened to the Maverick Way Reimagined. Anyway, 3 hours and 27 minutes. I was really close. I was off by 20 minutes. I said 47, and it was 27. So, the nominees for this was The Journey Live by Todd Dunley, Cover This Earth by Naomi Rain, The Maverick Way Complete by Maverick City Music, Overflow Live by Michael Bethany, More Than This by CeCe Winans. Then the pop contemporary recorded songs. Oh gosh. Logan Kane, Anymore, nominee. Josiah Queen, The Prodigal, nominee. Jeff Pardo, Strong, Jeff Pardo, Anymore. And Wilson Strong, Seth Schlueter, Counting My Blessings, Taylor Kane, Matts, Anymore, Kane, Anymore. So they literally, 2 people got nominated for the same song, and then the band itself got nominated for the song. So both brother and sister got nominated, and then the regular person got nominated. Then Jared Mark, The Prodigal. The all-deserving winner was Forest Frank by Good Day. And not to throw any shade on the other people, if you listen to the podcast, I love your music, and I'd love to interview you. But Forest Frank, I'm an absolute huge fan of him, and I really want to go see him in concert. Shout out Forest if you ever listen. Then the final one was the rock contemporary album Divided Frame of Mind by Tommy Prophet was the nominee. Kentodic Metanoia by Lacey Strum was the nominee. Beautiful Letdown by Tyler Joseph, Owl City, and Switchfoot. I love Switchfoot. They're amazing. I Can't Find the Edges of You by Citizens, Ben Cantillon, and Zach Bolen, and some other people. And the winner was by Chris Renzema and Hank Bentley. That's the album Mana. Thank you all so much for listening. I know y'all are tired of listening to my voice and my coughing. Please pray for me because I'm sick right now, and so is my whole family, and I hope that we get better. Also, pray for those people who are down in Florida, who are currently in Hurricane Milton and Hurricane Helene, I think was the name. Watch over those people, or pray for them. And yes, thank you all for all that you've done. So far, if you have done stuff, thank you for listening, and I will see you in the next episode, which will be very shortly because I'm releasing 2 episodes in one day today. All right, goodbye.